Can you use TikTok to grow your business on social media, or is this a platform just for teenagers who are dancing lip syncing? As a social media marketing strategist, I educate you on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on all the ways that you can be growing a profitable business through your smart social media marketing. And I am here to tell you TikTok is my new favorite platform. It has the best organic reach ever. I have gone viral multiple times. I'm talking like 30,000 views on a single video within 24 hours of me putting it on TikTok. And today we're going to be talking about the button for button, screen for screen, feature for feature of what you need to know when it comes to TikTok. But we're continuing this series, and everything we talk about from this point forward is going to be applicable not only to TikTok, but also to Instagram's spinoff, Reels. So everything we talk about when it comes to trends, transitions, how to use music, how to leverage what people are doing and how they're marketing on the platform, that's going to apply to both Instagram Reels and to TikTok. So hit the subscribe and notification bell for more. Let's actually take a look inside of TikTok and look at the features. Now, let me preface this by saying real quick, I did not get TikTok at first. It was a weird foreign place. I didn't like it. And I spent 3 hours one night scrolling through this platform before I finally got it. And dang, it is the greatest place to learn how to market, how to communicate in a very short amount of time and really communicate clearly. And also the organic reach is to die for. So let's take a look. When you jump onto your TikTok, you are going to see your For You page first. On your For You page, you have the ability to scroll through, and these are things that the algorithm is suggesting to you to be something that you might actually like. So you just kind of have to go through and see what you like. Different days will have different content, and then you can actually click over to the left where you're going to see people that you're following. So anybody that you're following is over there. This is the inverse of what Instagram has for us. So Instagram tends to show us what we're subscribed to first in our newsfeed, and then we have to go to the Explore tab to see what we might like, what the algorithm is suggesting for us. And so for TikTok, it actually sends us to what they think we're gonna like first, and then we can click over to the things that we are following. So you can kind of see there's a whole array of things. Now you can jump into your activities section, which is kind of like your inbox. And up at the top right-hand corner, you can see that's where you actually have those direct messages. Now you can direct message people if your phone number is synced to the app. So you do have to have that in there. So that means if you have more than one TikTok account, you can only sync one per phone number. So you pick the most important, and you're going to need that to use a pro account anyway, which is what I do recommend because you have access to really cool analytics. And when you have enough subscribers, you actually also have access to Marketplace where you can peg yourself as an influencer and people can pay you to put sponsored content inside of your TikTok and make some money off of this, which is amazing. So inside of here, you have that direct message. You can go back out of it. You can respond to people. People can send you direct messages if your number is not synced to it, but you are going to have to sync to reply back to them. Going back to your activity log, if you click up at the top, you actually have the ability to separate out the different types of activity. So you can click on all your comments and just see only the comments. You have the ability to click on your at mentions and see where people are at mentioning you. Or you can see all of your activity. They've got a bunch of different ways that you can kind of space this out visually so you can see what you need to see in order to respond or react to those different things. Now in your activity, you can scroll through, you can see where everything is, and you're good to go with that. You also have the ability to click over to Me, which is your profile. So if you take a look, you've got lots of different videos here. And I do recommend, and people in general recommend, that you're posting 5 to 7 times per day on TikTok at 8 to 12 seconds per clip, which I know right now everybody's saying, oh, I don't want to do that. That's so much work. But it's actually not. It can literally be 8 to 12 seconds of your life, another 2-3 seconds to post a comment or a caption on it and hit post. So for the most part, this content is incredibly easy to create and not time consuming at all. It takes way less time than Instagram does. It takes way less time than Facebook does, and it takes way less time than YouTube does. So I highly recommend that you are leveraging this and posting 5 to 7 times per day if you can. If not, try posting once or twice per day until you can build up to it. But once you get into it and you start creating this content, you're going to see how easy it is. Now, content on TikTok can be anywhere from a couple of seconds all the way up to 59 seconds. So you can go right up to that minute mark. And we know that it tracks better if it's shorter because it has a longer retention rate and a bigger rewatch, I guess we should say, time rate. So people will watch it again on loop. It automatically loops. So if people are just kind of scrolling through it, they'll start to see more and more of it the shorter that it is, which will bump you up higher inside of the algorithm. So you've got your feed here. You can click on things. You can check out what we're doing. You have the ability to duet, which is where you're kind of promoting someone else's content and you just kind of react to it, or you can do something with them. We'll get to that in a minute. but there's a lot of different ways you can make content, and you do have the ability to create content inside of TikTok, but also the ability to create content outside of TikTok through an app like Adobe Premiere Rush, which is what I recommend, or something like Video Shop, and then import it in. And you can do a lot of really cool things with that. I just want to point out one thing before we leave the Me page, which is going to be your drafts. So you have the ability to get in there and post things like you can on Instagram, but not actually post them until you're ready. So you can start to store up content, you can batch create these, and then just post them as you need to. Now, up at the top, of course, you have Edit Profile. It is a very short amount of space for your biography. So real quick, tell people what you do, how you can help them, and a way to contact you. Some people do have active clickable links inside of TikTok, but right now that is a beta testing program. So not everyone has access to it. And I will say, I joined the platform right after they closed it, so I don't have a clickable link at this point in time on my TikTok account. I may if you watch this in the future, but right now, I don't have an active clickable link. So for me, I have my name and my username so that people can easily identify me, and it's the same as the names that I use on all my social media platforms so that I don't have to rattle off 7 different platform names when I am telling people how to find me on social. My biography, you can see, is short and sweet. I tell them what I do, I tell them how they can reach me, and then I give them some type of call to action like go get my free books. That's going to be something that you want to do as well. You can, of course, add your, oh, hey, they just gave me the ability to add my website. I'm so excited for this. So now I have the ability to add my website. I'm going to go ahead and do that when we're done with this video. And people will then be able to access a clickable link. So I will be able to send them to my free books or to my newsletter, to my signups, whatever I happen to want. I'm going to be able to send them to that one link just like I can on Instagram. Then you have the ability to link your Instagram and your YouTube pages. I do recommend you do this so that people can easily click over to go find you, especially if you're doing educational content or entertaining content when you want to send them and push them over to your YouTube page to get the watch time over there as well, and to flesh out what you're teaching here or what you're educating on or what you're entertaining on. So once you have your profile done, you are going to go back and you can see right there that they have the Instagram, they've got the YouTubes, they got bookmarks. Up at the top, you've got the 3 little dots. This is your settings and privacy. So you can manage your account. You've got your privacy and safety. And you can actually go down to, we're going to take a real quick look at the pro account. So you're going to click on that. You do have to register for that. So it will change it over from a personal account to a business account. And then you'll have access to your analytics, and you can see your overview, your content, your followers. It kind of tells you what people like, what they're interacting with, what your top ranking videos are, all those fun, fabulous things. And then you have the TikTok creator marketplace. You have to have 100,000 followers. You have to post at least 3 videos in the last 28 days, receive over 100,000 video likes in the last 28 days, which is really easy to do. And you have to be at least 18 years old. And this is really just how you connect as an influencer to people who want to pay to sponsor some of your posts and get seen by your audience. So you have to have a larger audience, which does take a little time to build up. But I will say, I have been on for less than 2 weeks, and already I have more followers on TikTok than my Instagram in years and my YouTube in a full year. So this is a great place for organic reach. All I'm saying. So it's really easy to grow with that. And then, of course, you've got, push notifications, your language. You can report your problems here. Any issues there is fine. Now, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you do have the Join TikTok Testers. And that will be when you have the ability to test out some of their new features like those clickable links. So I do suggest you sign up for that. There is some stuff that you need to know with this, some things you need to download. So just kind of go through it, see if it's right for you. And then you can test out some of the beta features, which are really cool, especially if you're in an educational setting when it comes to what you're creating on TikTok. So now that we've backed out of that, real quick, I want you to look at the top left-hand corner. TikTok now has a brand new rewards program. So when you invite people to come join the platform, you get reward points, which you can then spend on something like Adobe Premiere Rush. If you get 300 points, and you have 200 points just for being on the platform. So when you get 100 points more, you can then get Adobe Premiere Rush for 3 months for free. Or you can get access to a way to learn a new language. And they're rotating things in and out. So they actually, a couple days ago, had a different type of platform. I think it was one of the gaming apps. You actually have the ability to do some in-app purchases for free because of these reward points. So you can earn 1,000 points for inviting new friends. You have the ability to click on that, get your code, send it out to people. You can see what your rewards look like, and you can see the different offers, and you will be good to go in earning points on TikTok just by bringing your friends over to the platform. So at that point, you have the ability to invite your friends as well. That was in the top left-hand corner. You can connect to your contacts, all those fun, fabulous things. And then we're going to go back out into the Discover tab. Now, Discover is very much like the Explore tab on Instagram. You have the ability to type in your hashtags. You can see what's trending right now. And there are trending sounds and there are trending hashtags that you could be using as well that will help you. Now, I do not recommend that you use those really big hashtags like hashtag FYP, which is For You page, or like the big trending ones that have nothing to do with your video. Use niche down hashtags if you want to grow. Everybody's using the like really common For You page ones or like the big challenges that are going on right then and there, and you're going to get lost in the sea. Don't do that. It's not a good situation. You don't want to be there. Use niche down things and that'll grow you a lot faster. So just like Instagram, learn the hashtags and start leveraging them. And the cool thing about this is it actually tells you when you start to type in a hashtag how many people actually view that hashtag. So you're going to know which hashtags work better and which ones don't. So let's go ahead and let me click on add content. We're just going to record a little something here so that you can see what this is like. So inside of TikTok, you have the ability to upload things. On the bottom right-hand corner, you can see where you upload. That takes you into your camera roll, and you can upload up to 59 seconds. If you want to do it in here, you have the ability to click on effects. So you can do like picture-in-picture. You can do different makeup-y type things. Wow. You can do different things like this, or you can just kind of leave that where it is and take that off. It does show you trending ones. It shows you new ones. It shows you things that are interactive, editing, beauty, funny. You can do all those things. So you can put your filters on if you want them. You have the ability to flip the camera, looking up at the top right-hand corner. Down, you can go to speed. So you can actually slow things down, speed things up, which is great for lip syncing. And it's really great for voiceover work that you're doing, or if you want overly exaggerated animated movements. So you have the ability to slow it down. 1 is normal speed. 2 is slowed down at half pace. 3 is very strongly slowed down. I don't like using that one. I don't think you will either, but you have the ability to do it if you want. 0.5 and 0.3 speeds it up really fast. Don't know why you would use that, but you have the ability to use it if you want. Looking back up at our features, we've got beauty, which is like makeup. You can kind of filterize your face. You have actual features, and then we've got timer, which is something really important because it gives you a 3, 2, 1 countdown or a 10, 9, 8 countdown. So if you have your phone on a tripod like you should if you're filming TikToks, hand holding kind of leads to shaky content like that. So you actually do want to make sure that you've got it on a tripod if possible. And it will do a countdown. So just like this, and it will beep at you, and then it will launch into it. Now, if you have actually done it so that you are lip syncing to something, it will then play that music. Or if you're dancing to something, or if you're using some type of audio, it will play that at whatever speed you've put it at so that you're good to go. Now, if you look at the top right here, it shows you how much you've recorded and how much space you have left. So you can either say you want the full minute or you want 15 seconds and it will cut you off. And your timer is really cool because now that you've actually done it in one segment, if you are switching locations and you're going to do it again, you have the ability to even drag this over and it will automatically cut this off where you are. So I will then just hit my countdown and it's going to do it again, and watch as this is actually going to cut off at the end of that particular segment. Pretty dang cool, right? So it went to that segment right there, and now you're ready to do your final segment if that's something you need. Now, when you're happy with this, you're actually going to hit that red check mark, and it's going to take you into where you can edit this. So here you can either add sounds, so you can start off with the sound. You can actually add your music first and then lip sync to it, or you can add in music later. So you're going to click on, I'm going to click on more, and here I can either discover, or I can go to favorites, so things that I have saved, the little bookmark thing, that allows you to save it. You can go down to playlists, you can click on trending, you can click on summer vibes, whatever it happens to be. Pick one of these songs and then it will add it to it. You're just going to click on that check mark and you'll be good to go. I do recommend that you click on volume and then you can adjust your original sound, so what you said, and your music sound. So if you are talking over something, lower it really far down. Typically when I am speaking over music, I like to move my volume all the way up and then my added sound down to 1 or 2. Otherwise, it can be very loud and overwhelming and drown out what I am saying. So I don't necessarily recommend doing that. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on that. I can then add stickers if I want. I have the ability to add emojis if I want. I can do text. So let's just say text here. I have the ability to use different types of fonts. I can use different colors. And if I click on the little square around the A, it actually gives me an outline text, a box text, or an opaque boxed text. I can move it to the left, to the right, or center justified. I can go through all those different fonts, and then I can move it around on the screen as well. I also have the ability to click on it and edit it if I need to fix a typo or something, or I can click on it and set duration, at which point I am just dragging the beginning and the end marks so that it shows up only for a specific number of seconds on my video, just like this one. So you can kind of see how that was there and that went away, and you can do as many as you want on here. You have the ability to add features, adjust your clips, you can do voice effects, you can do voiceover, and then you're going to click on next. At that point, you're going to write in your caption. I do recommend having a caption that kind of talks about what you're doing, but this is very different than an Instagram caption. When it comes to your TikTok captions, you want to make sure that it's some type of hook to get people to watch it. Remember, this is like a very short couple second to 59-second video, so you got to get some kind of hook, and if your first second of your video doesn't grab them, maybe your caption will. So add just a little hook there and then use your hashtags. So you're going to want to actually put in your hashtags, search what they are. So let me just real quick, hashtag one of the popular ones here, and you can see how it shows how many millions or thousands of people, or even less, are actually looking at those hashtags, so you know which one you're going to want to use, and you can click on those. Bonus pro tip here. When you're putting in your hashtags, you don't have to have spaces between them. They can be butted up right against each other to save you space and allow you more characters in your post. You can mention people as well. Now, I do recommend that you click on select cover. So that's up in the top right-hand corner. Real quick, let me show you. Top right-hand corner, it says select cover. You can then pick a screen grab from this. So at some point, try to look cute during your video, and you can pick that little grab there. And then along the bottom, you have the ability to add in words. And so you can type in a title. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to type in a title, and you can move it around. You see how when you touch it, you actually have those gray bars to show where it's going to cut off. So you can put it wherever you need to do that, and you will be good to go. You can then save it to drafts, or you can post it. I'm going to save that to drafts and delete that later on. And then if you go over to your main feed, you can see how I have different variations of those titles, so that when people come to my profile, that it's not just random pictures and random like GIFs of me moving around. They can actually see what they could potentially be watching, which is especially helpful if you're doing a video series and you're doing part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, so they know where they're going to be looking. I do recommend that you pick a color scheme and kind of stick to it, but it can get really boring if it's all those little red signs, so you may actually want to mix it up a little bit like I do, but kind of like have an idea of what you're doing and where you're placing these things. And if you're creating a series, please keep those aligned. I somewhere have a series, that might be on my social media account, not my author account that we're on right now, where I always use the same title so that it looks like a cohesive series. I always put it in the same position and the same size so that it's very cohesive within my feed. So when it comes to TikTok, you do have the ability to upload your own videos, or you can use the videos that you've got. There are videos you can create inside of this. You can also duet and chain people. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to look real quick at my, you know what? I'm going to use one of my own videos. Watch this. So I just put a video up about how long it takes to find an agent in the book world. I will then go, whether it's my content or someone else's content, along the right-hand side, there's going to have their picture, the number of likes that they got. They've got comments. And then they also have the ability to have those 3 little dots. 3 little dots allows you to copy the link, to message the link. You can DM it. You can send it to other social media platforms that you connected. You can even save the video, look at analytics, or you can duet it. So down on the bottom row there, you see where it says duet. Not every video has the power to do duet, and you have the potential to turn that on and off for each individual video that you are posting. But I'm going to say duet, and that's going to pull it up. Now, when it pulls up my duet, I am then going to be on screen, and I have the ability to voice over with them or have it muted so that they can just hear what the original content was. Now, pro tip here, when you duet your own content that has done well, usually that second duet is going to blow up even bigger. So I duetted one of my videos and I hit thousands and thousands and thousands more likes than on the original video. So highly recommend doing that, but also pump up other people and pimp out their content. It's a great way to build community and to benefit from what they're teaching or what they're entertaining on. And people can do that for you as well. So I do recommend leaving on your duets and leaving on your comments for all of your videos. Okay, so for this, I would just go ahead and I would probably set my timer. It would do the 3, 2, 1 thing. And then I could just point, usually with my other hand, point over and I'll like nod or whatever. I can respond to it if I have turned on the volume so that I've got that there. You can see the microphone is on the bottom right-hand side, so you have the ability to control that. Usually it is off, so you'll have to turn it on if it's something that you're responding to. So there are a lot of different challenges, a lot of different things that you can be doing on TikTok where you can be building out your content, and there's things that you can get involved with to community build on there as well. So you'll be good to go when it comes to that. Now, those are the basics of how to use TikTok. In our next video, we're breaking down hacks on how you as a brand owner can be leveraging TikTok in your business, and how I have grown exponentially in just a couple of days, like way far beyond what I have on YouTube, on Instagram. And none of my social media platforms have the organic reach or the growth that I have seen on TikTok on my platforms. And so I'm going to be breaking down hacks on how you can be doing this, how you can leverage this, and then we're going to get into the trends, how to do the transitions, how to edit your videos, how to do all those fun things. So now that we know the buttons, now that we know where everything is, I want you to start exploring your TikTok feed, learn what TikTok is, learn what the community is, learn how people speak and interact. You will probably get hit with a lot of teenage content at first, but don't give up and don't think that this is a weird platform. It will learn who you are. It will learn that you're a grown-up. It will learn that you're doing business things, and it will learn who you want to interact with by what you do on the platform and by what you're watching. And so it will take a couple days, but it will balance itself out, and you will be good to go once it learns who you are and your tastes and preferences. And then you can jump in and you can really leverage this for your business. So hit the subscribe and notification bell. In the next video, I'm breaking down some of my best hacks for entrepreneurs to be using this inside of your business, now that we know exactly how to be using the actual features inside of it. I will see you in our next video.